Titus 3 and 3. We were too. We was young. Read.
Titus chapter 3 and verse 3. For we ourselves also were sometimes foolish.
We ourselves also were sometimes foolish. You see what I'm saying? We were the same way. We got tattoos. We didn't know. When nobody ever told us that God said that we ain't supposed to get tattoos. Because the people that we were looking up to, they was getting tatted up like the rail system. And that's what we wanted to do. You see what I'm saying? But now that the men of God are back on the earth with the correction necessary, now you got to get in line and follow orders.
That's right.
You have to be obedient. So now the Most High said you should shave your head bald and you shouldn't cut off your beard and don't get no more tats. You understand? Give me Numbers 15:38. And do not sleep with harlots.
That's right.
Read.
Numbers chapter 15 and verse 38. Speak unto the children of Israel.
We're speaking unto the children of Israel. That's you. You are an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. You so-called Hispanics, you are Israelites from the tribe of Issachar.
That's right.
We're out here speaking to you. Read.
And bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments.
The Most High said that Israelites should make fringes in the borders of their garments. When you look around at everybody's shirt, on the bottom of their shirt, you see what's called fringes.
That's right.
On the bottom of our garments, right?
Right.
The so-called Hispanics, when they were known as Aztec Indians, they had fringes hanging off their garments. They actually kept the law of God. They came to this side of the world to continue to keep the laws of God. But under the hands of the Spaniards and the conquistadors, they no longer know that that's their custom.
Right.
The same with us. We don't know that this is our custom. This is the law of life for inheritance. He said, make fringes on the borders of your garment.
Throughout their generations. And that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
He said, put on the fringe a ribbon of blue. And it's supposed to be throughout your generation. You have children? You're supposed to teach your children that. Your children are supposed to be walking around with fringes on right now. Because that's what's going to keep them safe. When Christ split that sky and the nuclear bombs drop, that's what's going to save their life. Keeping God's commandments. If you're not doing that, you're going to die with the rest of them. You understand?
This is the book of Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 20.
Bring it out.
There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem.
There have been mighty kings over Jerusalem. You are the nation of Jerusalem, bro. Mighty kings. King David, Solomon. There have been mighty kings over Jerusalem, right? Read.
Which have ruled over all countries.
And we ruled the whole world. Now you in the bottom. You in the bottom. But at one point we used to rule. They called it the Dark Ages.
That's right.
When the blacks were ruling. That's why they say Dark Ages. Medieval times. Because the so-called white man was in servitude under us. You understand? You was ruling. Now you in the bottom.
That's
Read.
right.
There have been mighty kings also over Jerusalem, which have ruled over all countries beyond the river, and toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto them.
What was happening with them when we was in rulership?
Toll, tribute, and custom was paid unto them.
So are you receiving toll, tribute, and custom on this block? Are people paying you taxes? Do they pay you to park? Do they pay you to set up a shop on this block? Do they pay you to open a store on this block?
Bring it out.
They're not paying you for that. You ain't in rulership, this ain't your block.
That's right.
Right.
But when you come back to the commandments of God, this will be your block.
Right.
This will be your world. He made it for you.
Teacher.
But you gotta come back and be his son and keep the commandments, bro. And the faith in Jesus Christ, the black Messiah. First Ezra 4 and 26. Bro, I know Royal Lane, Harry Hines, this is a heavy populated host road. You don't participate in that, do you? I'm asking the question, boy, yes or no? Huh? Because it's against the Bible. Watch this, read.
This is the book of First Ezra, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
There It be many of our men that have run out of their wits over women. We see these women walking around, they got on little less than nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that be enticing to you.
No.
So to men, to all men. We unless you LGBTQ,
Nah, man.
you know what I'm saying, you're gonna find women enticing, right?
Yeah.
And then they have naked, so they
But I think another way.
huh?
I think another way.
Yeah, that we have to think another way.
Yeah, I think-
And we have to teach our brothers how to think another way.
Yeah.
We have to show them how to think like God.
Right.
Like, give me that in Romans 12. Romans 12 and 1. We got to show them what God says, what God prescribes of us on how to live and how to think. You understand? Watch this.
Right.
You ready?
No doubt.
Romans chapter 12 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
I beseech you, therefore, brethren, be the mercies of God, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
Now we have to sacrifice our body. Now we have to sacrifice everything. We got to stop getting the tattoos. We got to watch what we eat. We got to watch the women that we laying down with. God says there'll be no whores of the daughters of Israel. You shouldn't even be chasing women from another nation anyway. You know what I'm saying? So we got to watch how we lay down with women, what we eating, how we taking care of ourselves, right? Read.
Present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto God.
Because you have to be acceptable to God when He split that sky open. You understand? That's going to take discipline. It's going to take a whole lot of discipline, a whole lot of faith, and a whole lot of getting with your brother so we can be accountable for each other. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother, you got to start congregating. We got to be able to look out for each other. Read.
Which is your reasonable service.
Read.
And be not conformed to this world,
The Bible said don't be conformed to this world. Don't give in to the prostitution out here, the drug dealing. Don't give in to these things. Don't be conformed to this world. You understand? Read.
but be ye transformed
Be transformed. That means be changed by what?
by the renewing of your mind.
You got to renew your mind. And how do you renew your mind? Read that.
Psalm chapter 19 and verse 7. The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul.
The laws of God is perfect. That will convert the soul. That will change you. God's laws change you. When He said you shouldn't be with no harlot, that's if you used to dealing with that spirit, when you get your check, you want to come out and you want to find one. When you think the Lord said, man, I ain't supposed to be dealing with these harlots like that. And you start putting that in your mind, every time you have that urge, it starts to change you. Now you don't start coming down to Harry Hines and Royal Lane, rolling through the whole stroll. You know what I'm saying? Now you coming amongst your brothers, trying to get out and teach this word. You know what I'm saying? Now you keeping the feast days with us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing the same things you used to do, Reed.
The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple.
God's laws is what make us wise. You know what I'm saying? When we understand God said don't deal with harlots, that's wisdom. Because nowadays, you don't know if it's a man or a woman that you even finna lay down with.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You think you finna buy something, you think you finna get a little sex, a little something, and then you get in the hotel room and she turned into a he right in your face.
Well, we know better. That's me.
We should know better.
Up here.
Or you get set up.
Yeah.
She bring you in the room, you got a nice one, she bring you in the room, then before you know it, 5 or 6 brothers kick the door in right behind you.
Right. But up here, that's
So
me.
we gotta be wise. We ain't even supposed to go there. Once we see that, we supposed to flee.
That's right. That's
Flee.
right.
Just like you said. We supposed to flee from it. Right? That's Sirach 21, right? 21 and 2. Sirach chapter 21, verse 2. That's understanding, bro. You got a little bit of understanding. You got to come and be amongst brothers. You got the fly, right? Give him a fly. Read.
Sirach chapter 21 and verse 2. Flee from sin.
What God tell you to do?
Flee from sin.
Flee from sin. And what's sin? Give me 1 John. 1 John 2 and 3. What's sin? What's it?
3 and 4.
3 and 4. What's sin? Huh? You know? What's sin, bro?
Man. Sin.
What is it?
Man. Doctrine. Commended doctrine.
God said he gave us the law of life for a heritage. This is our constitution, right? Just like America has a constitution, white people, they have a constitution for themselves. We always want to put ourselves as being equal to them, but even to this day, they still got you listed as 3/5 of a human being.
That's right.
The Constitution does not apply to you.
That's right.
It applies to the ruling class of this nation. That doesn't apply to us, but this is our Constitution.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? This Bible. And when you go against this Bible, when you do something contrary to what it says, you in sin.
Teach y'all.
Read.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, and verse 4.
Bring it out.
Whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Transgression means to break the law. Just like in America, if you break the law, it's called a crime. If you break the law of God in the Bible, it's called sin.
That's right.
It's one and the same. God has laws for us that he said we don't do them, we sin and we breaking the law. That's sin.
That's right.
You understand? You got that. So flee from sin. Right? So do you celebrate any of those pagan holidays like Christmas? Because that's sin according to the Bible.
Yeah, but we present. Hey, man, pack our presents out.
You pass out presents.
Yeah.
Give me Jeremiah 2:33. Why do you pass out presents? Because God tells us not to celebrate that.
That's right.
That was a custom that was around 600 years before Christ was even born. They like to say it's around Christ's birthday. You're doing it for Christ, right? Christmas. Why did they say pass out gifts? Because why? We don't even know. We just doing it. It's sin, bro.
That's
You just
right.
we go about doing something we have no understanding of it.
That's right.
We don't even care to even find out what you know what I'm saying, what the root of that holiday is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't care. But that was on the time of Jeremiah. Jeremiah prophesied about that, about Nimrod and all them guys, man, keeping that custom of Christmas.
That's right.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to do that. Halloween. Why do you keep Halloween? Huh? Easter. Why you keep Easter? Where's all these things that in the Bible?
Bring it up.
They not in there.
That's right.
And if they are mentioned in there, it's wicked. You cannot do those things. What you got? Yeah, get that.
Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
What does it mean to be spoiled? Spoiled. If you get some spoiled milk, what is that? Yeah. It ain't no good. It's
Right.
disgusting. God said what?
Beware lest any man spoil you.
He said, beware lest any man spoil you. Any man make you disgusting, or any man make you defiled, any man make you worthless. He said, beware of that.
Now they will see the true men of God. We are not black men, we are the Israelites.
That's right.
Take care of our wives
Take care of our wives
and our children too.
and our children too.
We have abandoned.
We are repentant.
How about you?
How are you? People want to know who's the king.
O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father. O nation of Israel, it's time to return to the Father.
Now why they trying to make it so hard to serve God? And why when I say that I'm a Jew it sound odd? For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sound wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcasts, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.